Hi, my name is Benjamin Katz, and welcome back to the 40th Ice Cream Review, where today I'm at Scoops and Sliders in Pocatello, Idaho, trying the two flavors, prickly pear and pomegranate. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this bright pink flavor is the prickly pear, because the flavor below it is a rich purple flavor, so let's get started with the prickly pear. I've wanted to have a prickly pear flavor since New Mexico, and I'm glad that I'm getting it. We are, of course, in southern Idaho, which is a geographic desert, even though we are still in the prairie. I don't know how authentic of a prickly pear flavor this is. You are getting those essences of sort of that fruity pear-esque flavoring, as I have had real prickly pears before I can compare it against. And it's a good flavor, mind you. It's very chewy and sweet, almost like a bubblegum, but without that trademark bubblegum flavor. It makes sense. Scoops and Sliders is a ice cream shop that's more focused on selling you an ice cream sandwich as opposed to the base ice cream, though the base ice cream is homemade and delicious. This is a very smooth texture, but it's not quite a classic ice cream. There's some sort of mix in or add in to the base cream that's giving it a bit of a tannin reaction, if that's the right word for it. It's making the mouth feel a little bit dry after the bite is taken, which is strange. I'm used to tweaking the ice cream base with additives to make it be sticky or lingering on the palate. In this case, it's not really affecting the saliva, it's just making the ice cream sort of prickly on the tongue after it leaves. It's not a bad sensation, it's just a different sensation. Let's move next to the pomegranate, another flavor that I've been hoping to get but still haven't encountered yet, so I'm excited to see how it is. Again, it's this very dense, chewy ice cream that doesn't quite taste like pomegranate, but you are getting some of those base compounds. As a pomegranate enjoyer and a man who's eaten pomegranate fairly regularly throughout his life, it's fairly far from, what one would expect from a very fruity pomegranate flavor, but it's not terrible. I think, again, the main thing standing out is how unique the texture is, how unique the experience of eating is, and how you can honestly tell that the ice cream was formulated to be an ice cream sandwich, first and foremost. If you were to bite down with two cookies in between, you really wouldn't get a lot of ice cream bleed out. So I'm guessing that's what the texture is formulated for. Let's try the two flavors together now and see what happens. It's two fruity based compounds coming together. It almost tastes a bit like cereal milk. After you have a bowl of Fruit Loops and there's that milk left over soaked in the cereals? It's a little bit like that, where you're getting a combination of fruit adjacent flavors kind of drowned out by this rich sweetness and this dairy overtone. Again, it's not bad. It's just not the most complicated thing ever, and I don't know. I would prefer a bit more put into the flavors. Still, I enjoy the Scoops and Sliders vibe. It was $7 for this double. That's more than enough, I would say, to be worth it. You're getting a hefty amount of ice cream. And two flavors is good. I would prefer a split scoop single, but it wasn't on the menu. I didn't feel like asking tonight. It's a father-son business, The son wanted to go into ice cream. The father was like, all right, why not? May as well. He's working about 50, 60 hours a week just making ice cream. The hours are only about 4 hours a day, closed on Sundays and Mondays. So it's definitely not a business that's trying to, expand as it seems. It's more just a personal endeavor of wanting to make ice cream and, have autonomy over business decisions. I really like the vibe. While I don't particularly love the ice cream, it's good ice cream. It's passable ice cream. It's not my favorite and doesn't really live up to the fruits that are named for the flavors, right? I do expect I'll find better prickly pear flavors. I do expect I'll find better pomegranate flavors. I will be looking for these flavors in the future to try to find better alternatives. But still, as it stands, This is a great value for your dollar. It's, you know, while we are in a strip mall, they are offering outdoor seating and indoor seating. It's this cool retiree vibe inside, kind of undecorated storefront. You don't really feel like it's an ice cream shop, but they'll serve you ice cream and they'll do it with a smile and a good conversation. And so that brings me to my closing thoughts. Scoops and Sliders is a family-run business, father and son, with a location in Boise and a location in Pocatello. It's serving good ice cream. I wouldn't call it great. The texture is a bit funny and the flavors don't quite live up to the names. But still, it's fairly cheap, $7 for a double, and it's a lot of ice cream with it. And it's good vibes all around. I can't say I'll come back to this place specifically, but I love its existence and I do hope it does well. If you like this video and want to see more like it, consider subscribing, or go to finefiltermarketing.com for more on the journey. Thank you.